When people walk away from you, let them go. Your destiny is never tied to anyone who leaves you. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in your story is over. Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Quiet Queen, and you are now tuned into the Quiet Queen Project. It has been a really long time since I've done a Word to the Wise video. I do these videos on Wednesdays, and I promise that I will keep them under 10 minutes, but I haven't been doing them. I do certain videos as the mood hit me. And today's Word to the Wise saying, and as you know, for those of you who are not familiar, if you're new to my channel, I I go through all of the different cliches and memes and stuff that I get on Pinterest, and I choose a group of sayings or I make up one myself and I present it to you as just, some words to wise. Because sometimes we need an extra boost, we need an extra pick me up, sometimes good advice can come in the simplest ways. And I promise that on Wednesdays, you know, on the Wednesdays that I can, I will bring you Word to the Wise and that I will stay under 10 minutes. So let's go. This Word to the Wise Wednesday saying, or piece of advice, whatever you want to call it, Word to the Wise, comes from MediaWebApps.com. And I'll read it to you again. When people walk away from you, just let them go. Your destiny is not tied to anyone. Let me read this first and I'll go. When people walk away from you, let them go. Your destiny is never tied to anyone who leaves you. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in your story is over. Their part in your life is over. And that particular advice, and I appreciate MediaWebApps.com for putting that out, because that definitely touched home to me. I find myself going back and contacting people that I used to have dialogue with and that I thought I was cool with and they were cool with me. And I try to go back and rekindle that friendship or rekindle that association. And there, a lot of times I don't get an answer, or most of the time is that they never contact me back. They just, don't say anything. Or when they finally do, because I try to reach out so often, one person said, "Oh my God, yes." And she, when somebody use your name, you know that they're kind of aggravated. When somebody texts you and they text your name after they make their statement, that's usually like, "Okay, Lisa, right. Okay, I'm just busy, Lisa," like that. So, I have to learn to just let it go, because I get offended, I guess, and I shouldn't. This is my downfall, but we all working on ourselves, because I know I'm a good friend. I know I'm a loyal friend, and I know I'm a nice person. I have my faults, as we all do, but it's like, I'm such a wonderful person. Why don't you want to be around me? What is going on? What is it about me? I want to know things about myself so I can make these corrections if I need to. Because I am so oblivious and in my own head. It's like, why don't these people want to associate with me anymore? So I don't get upset anymore. Now I don't give a flying you know what, because I'm awesome. So since they're not interested in being in my life, I am no longer interested in being in theirs. They're no longer interested in getting contact with me or returning my calls or saying hey or sending me a poke or what's up, how you been, I seen this, I'm glad to see you doing okay, can't really talk, but whatever. They don't want to do that. Now I'm not even worth that to you. So that just lets me know, okay, I'm going to stop wasting my time on people who don't want me to waste their time with. Does that make sense? You know, sometimes friendships are not always meant to be. And sometimes friendships are only meant to last a certain time. Have you ever noticed when you finished high school or college and the people you were hanging with, that was your people, But when you get older and and you have to be responsible for yourself and your life, you tend to, sometimes your friends go in different directions because you have different desires or different avenues. And when you're older, you're not going living under your parents' roof. If you're in college or you have your own apartment, you're not at a set schedule. You know what I mean? Is this all making sense? In other words, um, you grow apart in your relationships. That's in your friendships. Even if you had a cousin that you were best friends with, y'all did everything together. Sometimes family members grow apart. Doesn't mean you stop loving each other. Doesn't mean you stop caring about these people. Because the people that are no longer in my life, I'm speaking to about a couple of my YouTube sisters. They just fell off. And it's like they don't want to be bothered. I don't know if it's they don't care for me anymore. I don't really give a shit anymore. You cannot care for me. I really don't care. I did at first, and maybe I do. It stings a little bit because I know how cool I am. It's like, what the fuck? Well, I wanted to know what it is with me, but I'm learning to just say, hey, the time that you did speak to these people was the time you were supposed to speak to them. Was the time that you were supposed to bless their life. Okay, that's how I look at it. I am a blessing, and you should look at yourself the same way. You are a blessing to anyone's life. And if someone is done with the blessing that you offer, that's good for you because you get to move on and bless someone else with your presence and the things that you can offer to a relationship. I don't need to worry about those people anymore. I don't need to worry about my former YouTube sisters. I don't need to worry about my former friends or that I met at work or that I met at church or that I met, well, I don't go to church anymore, but you know what I mean. I don't need to worry about these people. If you're not calling me back and you're not interested, it is okay because I am still the most awesome person that I know. And it is an honor for anybody to know me. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant or to put anybody down. This is what I don't understand. When somebody shows their confidence that is not meant for you to get offended, all you have to do is put some oil in your lamp and let your lamp shine and be confident in yourself. That's just like when somebody say these lives matter. That doesn't say that other lives don't matter. It just means there needs to be some attention right here. And if I'm saying I am awesome and I don't need anybody to validate how great I am, you can say the same thing. And if anybody's getting offended about what I just said, you need to check yourself. And those, if there is someone, and you're one of those YouTube people that I used to talk to, my door is always open, but just because I made this video doesn't mean that you have to make a comment, because I could hear from you or not hear from you. It doesn't matter to me. I have a mission, and I can't let any drama slow me down. All of you, under the sound of my voice, you have a mission. There's a reason why you came to this channel. You needed to get fed spiritually in a certain way. We got a lot of work to do in a little time. We're already living on borrowed time. Y'all heard me say that lots of times. Let's get it together, okay? And don't ever think that you are not important just because somebody that you like or you used to know or you like being around, just because they don't come around or call you as much or keep you in the know like you keep them in the know. That doesn't mean that you're not a bad person. This saying said it doesn't mean that they're bad people. Okay, yeah, maybe it doesn't mean that they're bad people. Let's pamper ourselves. It doesn't mean that you are a bad person because they don't want to come around. Let them go. Let them go, because there could be a blessing, and you could be blocking your blessing by trying to hold on to something that isn't meant to be held on to. When people come into your lives for a reason. When people walk away from you, and let them go. Your destiny is not determined on who leaves or who stays. Okay? Rely on you. They were in your life for a reason. And now it's over. And be happy and make new acquaintances because they're waiting for you. Thank you for listening, everybody.